Hey, my students, I hope you are doing good. God bless you. Today we are going to look at the ministry of Peter and Simon, the magician. Today we are going to look at what are the things. We are going to look at things that happened before Peter came to Samaria, and at the same time, what are the things that happened before, happened after he left Samaria. Let's start with things that are the events that occurred before he came to Samaria. The man called Philip came to Samaria based on what happened before he came to Samaria. And the thing that happened then was the issue of persecution of the followers of Christ, that is, the Christians. Paul, the man called Saul before, was the one moving from one house to another, dragging the followers of Christ for the punishment and to be judged by the Jewish leaders, which believed that they were preaching against the Jewish law, that is the law of Moses. So, bringing these people out, being persecuted till the time that Stephen was persecuted. He was the first disciple of Christ that was persecuted, and he was being supervised by the man called Saul that later became Paul. So he was the one that did this, and after the death of Stephen, a lot of them fled Jerusalem and they went to other cities around Jerusalem, that is right there in Israel. And some of the people that left Jerusalem, one of them was some of the people that left Jerusalem. We have Philip among them and other disciples. And he went to Samaria. When he got to Samaria, he preached the gospel. Remember, Samaria was in the northern part of Israel, while we have Jerusalem at the southern part of Israel. He was there preaching the gospel to the people of Samaria, that is, to the Samaritans. Now, remember, the Samaritans were the mixed blood, that is, half Jews and half non-Jews now, that were in Samaria. So when he got there, he preached the gospel to them, that is the life and teachings of Jesus Christ, and at the same time, he performed miracles among them, that is, cast out demons, healed the sick, and at the same time, he baptized them by water, but they have not received the Holy Spirit. And when the disciples right there in Jerusalem, when they heard about the good work of the man called Philip, one of the deacons, and at the same time, one of the disciples of the first set of apostles that Jesus Christ called among the 12 now, when they had his achievement, they need to travel down there to see what he has done among the Samaritans. So the disciples, the apostles and the disciples right there in Samaria, in Jerusalem, they chose Peter and John, and they traveled to Samaria. When they got to Samaria, they met the new converts now. People that have been converted, people that have received the words of Jesus Christ, that is the life and teachings. They have heard about the life and teachings of Jesus Christ, but they have not been baptized by the Holy Spirit. So one of the converts of Philip then was Simon the magician. They adore him, they honor him because of his magical magical hands and the magical performance right there in Samaria. So when Peter and John came, Peter was laying hands on them for them to receive the Holy Spirit. And in the process, when Simon the magician saw this, he believed that he can also do the same by offering what we call money. And he gave money in order to receive this, to receive the power, to lay hands on people to receive the Holy Spirit. And when he has done this, he was rebuked by the man called Peter for the evil thing that he has done. And he said that he is going to be punished for what he has done. He was afraid, and he asked Peter to pray for him in order for him not to pass through the words that came out from the mouth of Peter, so that he won't suffer. And after laying hands of the people, receiving the Holy Spirit, I'm talking about the Samaritans now. Peter and John, they traveled back to Jerusalem. And after this, the Spirit of the Lord led Philip right there and led him to the road that links the road of Jerusalem and Gaza. Remember, Gaza was the boundary between Israel and the Philistines now. So, talking about Gaza now. And he was staying there and he saw the chariot, and the Holy Spirit told him to join the chariot. And when he joined the chariot, he met an Ethiopian eunuch that was coming from Jerusalem where he went to worship. And he was reading the book of Isaiah, and he said he would like to sit with him. And he sat with him, and he discovered that he was reading the book of Isaiah, and he asked him, "Did you understand what you were reading there?" And he said he didn't understand that. It's not possible for him to understand if somebody is not there to explain to him. And Philip used the opportunity to do what? To explain the words to him. And when he explained the words to him, then through this he used the opportunity to speak about the words, the life and teachings of our Lord Jesus Christ. And he converted the man, and the man accepted Jesus Christ. And from there, he told him that there is some rivers beside the road there, and they stopped, and they went there, and he baptized the man. And after he baptized the man, the Holy Spirit took him. Immediately he came out from the water. The Holy Spirit took him from there, and they went to, the next time they saw him was in Azotus. He was preaching the gospel to the people there. People were wondering that what took him from that place to Azotus. That's the Spirit of the Lord. And from there, he traveled, he was preaching the gospel from Azotus to Caesarea. It was there in Caesarea before he came back to Samaria. All right. In our next class, we are going to look at a continuation of the ministry of Peter, how Peter performed miracles right there in Joppa and Lydda. All right. God bless you. Make sure you do all your standard activity, your class tasks, and everything. In the next class, I will see you. God bless you. Goodbye for now.